Alright, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and sincere peace and salutation to all the Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Ganan from the DC camp, coming back at you with another video. Lord's will is edifying. And this pretty much another basic milk video. Just try to get the milk episodes restarted with the very basic breakdowns. This will be episode number 14, I believe. Just get this back rolling. Of course, this is for the younger brothers coming in. Obviously, it's an influx of brothers coming in various camps, and brothers got to be learned. Brothers got to pass the knowledge on to them. So, this is the milk, and I'm at Lord's will entitled this "Love Correction." Because that's love ultimately, man. And I'm gonna get into it, and I'm gonna pretty much break down the show real quick. It shouldn't be a long video of why correction is important and it's something that you should love. This is Hebrews 13:17. It says, "Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves." Right, the scripture says, "Obey them that have rule over you." And this thing about especially when you look at GMS, well, I can only speak for GMS. There's rank and order. Everyone's ranked somewhere. And you gotta understand that and know and look to those men to watch over you. It says, "Obey them that have rule over yourself, for they watch for your souls." Right, they're watching over you. They're watching for your soul, man. They looking after your spirit. It says, "As they must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you." Right? You don't want to give brothers grief for watching over you, man. You don't want to always bicker and bitch and complain and cry when you being rebuked, man, because ultimately it's coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. This is Proverbs. Proverbs 20 and 24. It says, "Man's goings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, how can he then understand his own way?" Right. So if you trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah and you believe you sincere at heart, and the Most High got these men over you, no matter how you feeling, no matter if you feel like you completely right and the brother's completely wrong for coming to correct you, then you gotta let the Lord deal with that, because your man's going is of the Lord. The Most High put you in that situation, So it's a test for you. If that man is over you, the Most High put you in that situation, and you need to just take heed, no matter how you feel, man. It's not for you to be the end all be all, man. It's not for you to make corrections of every situation that you feel is wrong, man. It's not for you. You understand? So what you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to give brothers grief. When brothers see something wrong and they gotta come and rebuke you, you can't be no little bitch, man. You can't be no little crybaby. We're men. You got to put off that old man. Let me get that real quick. Because really that's a feminine trait, man. That's a Americanized trait. Because America just let them do as they will. Let them live their own life. Let them choose their own way. And that's wicked, man. That's showing that they don't really love you, man. And I'll get into that. But this is Ephesians 4:20. It says, "But ye have not so learned of Hamashiach, learn of Hamashiach, if so that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shah, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Right. It says that ye put off that ye put off concerning the former conversation. That's some American stuff, man. You know, that's some American stuff. Pretty much letting things just go, man. That's not showing that you love one another, man. If you see something wrong, like brothers always give the analogy of, if you see your brother about to walk in the street and you grab the shit out of him and tell him wake the hell up, a bus is about to hit you. That brother gonna turn around and be like, oh, why you grab me like that? You know? Or you know, you people in America just be like, he really wants to walk across the street. Just let him. Just let him walk. Because they ultimately want you to die, man. You know? They don't love you. You know? If you going off, if you going off, you doing wrong. You want that brother to let you keep going off and do wrong, and then you get kicked out the truth. Then the spirit ultimately comes up off of you, and then you back in the world in the matrix, and then you slated for the missiles. Is that what you want, man? No, man. You want brothers ruling over you that truly love you, and if they love you, they gonna say something. This is Hebrews 12:6. It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he received." Right. You know, it says, "For whom Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua love, they are who they chasten, man." So if you're not getting no rebuke, you're not getting nobody coming down on you, you're not getting no guidance. You might want to pray and fast, man, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua might not be dealing with you. And that's a fearful thing, man. It can happen to any one of us, man. That's why we gotta be walking on eggshells. You know? If you've been mistreated and you really want it to be known, trust me, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to take care of it. If you got somebody just a tyrant over you, not understanding, you know, not treating you like a brother, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, if you're a sincere brother, is going to take care of it. You got to endure. This is verse 7. It says, "If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is whom the Father chasteneth not?" You know? So you want to be dealt with as a son. You got to endure chastening. You know? Hop back in Proverbs real quick. This is Proverbs 9:8. It says, "Reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man and he will love thee." It says, rebuke a wise man and he will love you, man. You know? Brothers, we're not dealing with that old man anymore. You understand? We setting that old man off, man. We putting on the new man, which is of the Most High, of righteousness and true holiness, man. You know, true holiness being separate, man. We're separate from the spirit of this world, you know, because they don't love you, man. They want you, not rebuking shows you what's going on in America right now with this homosexuality, man. Oh, I don't want to hurt his feelings, so I'm not going to say anything. Oh, you know, you see a kid growing up, and the kid, the little boy, keep having his hand on his hip, you know, looking like a woman, standing like a woman, doing things that women like to do, and you don't correct him at a young age while he don't know no better. Now he grow up and he's a flaming faggot, slated for death. You see? How did you truly love the kid? Just because you didn't want to man up and say something, man. Man up and hurt his feelings at the time. You know? Because if you hurt his feelings at the time, yeah, he would have been hurt. Yeah, he wouldn't have probably wanted to talk to you for a while at that time. Maybe he's 8, 9, 10, you know. But then when he grow up, he gonna respect the fact that, man, he helped me dodge a bullet, man. You know, that's why I say it's a rebuke. Reprove not a scorn unless he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, he will love you. You know, that child will grow up and love you. You know, brothers in the truth, you know, who's sincere, who's really seeking salvation, because we understand that it could be taken from us at any moment, man. We know we gonna go off, which means you need rebuke, which means rebuke is going to come. You know, you just, you know, indulging in the world, you just doing your thing, and you know, you slip up here and there, and brothers say something, oh, Salakia, man. You know, the water Yahweh by Shema was shot, Babu shot, take not the Hakadash away from me. You know, you start begging to the Lord and thanking the brother. You understand? I got the Hebrew word for rebuke, and it's rock, it's yakaha. So it's yaha, you know, yakaha. You understand? That's the Hebrew word for rebuke. Yeah, let me hop over here. This is Proverbs 13. Proverbs 13 and 24. Yeah, it says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him with betimes. You know? So he that spareth the rod hateth his son, man. You know? And your leaders is starting with the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone, essentially your spiritual fathers, man. So if they allow you to keep going off, you know, pretty much having respect of persons, you know, they don't love you. They hate you. And what do the scriptures say about, get that? The scriptures say about hating the brother, man. You know? This is 1 John 3 and 15. It says, whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, man. You are a murderer. You know? Because you see what your brother's doing and you're not correcting him. Which means you don't care. You know? How much so for you just to say, yo, bro, you going off, you know, and make yourself feel uncomfortable. And I'm speaking to myself too. Sometimes you see something and you just don't want that tension, man. You just don't want that awkward feeling. Man, we in serious times, man. We don't have time for that, man. We don't have time for that. Your brother should understand what you're doing. If he don't, whatever. You know, if he start bickering, he start bitching, he start, you know, treating you different, point it out, man. Because it's a demon on that brother. You go pray for that brother, but you point it out. You know, we getting into serious times where young brothers is being leaders now, man. And that's why brothers is kicking out these milk videos, you know, these basic breakdowns. You know, this is something you should know coming into the camps, man. You know, because one of the 6 things that the Lord hate is one of the 6 things that the Lord hate is a brother that's so discord, man. So if a brother's butthurt about a rebuke and then he going up, yeah, that brother keep, you know, messing with me, man. But and I think that brother got, you know, that's sowing discord, man. Just because you got rebuked and you don't like what you hear, you know. If you feel like you being wrongly treated, the Lord will justify you if that be so, man. You know. I'm gonna close on this. This is 2 Timothy 3 and 16. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine and reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. You know, it's profitable for doctrine and for reproof, for correction. You know, this is a book of instruction. So if a brother is coming to you with the word and rebuking you with it, you take it. You know? Because ultimately, if you have faith in Yahweh Bashem Hawashah and you're sincere and you giving your body as a living sacrifice the best way you could possibly do with all your might, and you still got rebuke, love that rebuke, man, because it's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you a better brother. Whether you needed the rebuke or you felt like you didn't need the rebuke, either way, it's gonna make you a better brother, man. And it's gonna make you stronger. You understand? Lord's willing, brothers will edify. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and a sincere peace and salutation to all the Aki and pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.